Baby duck's face.
Jordan said he and collaborators Dave Mansueto and Pete Spinda initially expected a shorter run.
Just go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to
Alone Together Pittsburgh, streaming at you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am your host, Patrick Jordan. Welcome to episode 188, I believe, the Crazy 88s. Here we are. It is Thursday. We've got some fun action for you lined up for tonight. It is not just, everybody looks forward to Kate Romane with What Kate Ate every Thursday. Yes, we have that. Kate Romane is in the house. She will be here tonight. But we also have a little surprise. If you watched the show last night and you saw Natalie Bensavenga was here last night, it's because our Friday show is being taken over, essentially, by Barebones. It's not really a takeover. We're not doing the show tomorrow night because Barebones Productions, my company, is doing, and also one of the sponsors of the show, is doing a live streaming show Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 8 o'clock that you can get tickets for right now. If you go to barebonesproductions.com, see that little thing with the microphone there where it says tragedy, a tragedy. You can get that. So things are shaking up in here. Dave BRACEY is going to be here tonight. But before we get to that, I want to tell you a little bit about the show here. Ticking below us is our Venmo at TogetherPGH. If you want to support the show in any way, we would greatly appreciate anything. Hey, Tara, how you doing? Are you watching?
Tara's the one.
Tara, are you watching the show on Facebook or on YouTube or Twitch? Because apparently Facebook, it's not working here tonight. Have we fixed anything, Dave?
I just checked it. It worked for me, but if it's not working for you guys,
it did work for you. Hold on. I'm just checking some stuff out here, folks. Checking some things.
Real meta. We're watching the show.
Watching the show. I don't know what's happening here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm gonna click play and see what happens. And I got nothing. So maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my world is a weird vampire, and it's showing it. So anyway, glad you're here, Tara. Hope some more people show. We are here. Again, we started the show to keep a sense of community going. Ticking below us is our Venmo. We are here for we don't know how much longer because things are starting to open up. Now, we talk about the COVID numbers every day on this show, and it's not going to change now. Yesterday, we were under 100. Today, we're at about 140, which is probably where we're at right now. So even though we think that the pandemic is over, because you're over the pandemic, it's not over. So keep wearing those masks when you have to. And the best thing you can do right now is go get that shot. Go get the vaccine. I mean, seriously, Dame Judi Dench would agree with me.
Take the shot. I say take the shot. Take the bloody shot.
That's so amazing. It's almost as amazing as when John Travolta told me to do the same thing.
Shot! I am if you let me. I never fucking stop when you start talking to me. Start talking to her. Yeah, right.
So that's amazing. I'm still trying to fix these glitches. Anyway, we got a great show for you tonight. But before we do that, I want to tell you a little bit about one of our sponsors who's actually hosting a little in-show poll we got going on here. That's right. Engine House 25 Winery is what I'm talking about, located right there where the Strip District meets Lawrenceville and Doughboy Square, 3339 Penn Avenue. There's their logo. Go to eh25.com. You can find out all that you need, the wide selection of wines that they have there. It is amazing wine. I'm going to go out there right now. But what's even more amazing, you tell them that you found out about them from Alone Together. You get $5 off per bottle. They're still doing delivery during this pandemic, which we are still in. They have curbside, and they're going to have tasting room hours. You can find that all out at eh25.com. So, Dave, why don't you chime in here and tell the folks what the in-show poll that they have to vote on right now? It's a doozy.
I like your ripping. You're ripping. We are ripping. We're kicking butt. All right, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, two of your favorite things back to back. This is the kind of jag-off I like, when two of your favorite things are battling it out and you don't know how to pick. Tonight, it's a fun-off. What are you going to do? It's getting hot. Maybe some cool water will cool you off. You're going to go to Sandcastle, or you're going to go ride on one of those wily old roller coasters. Ye old roller coasters over at Kennywood. So there you go. That is your jag off tonight. Kennywood versus Sandcastle. One child, the other child. Kill one of your children. Bye-bye.
That's interesting. That's a good one. You know, I thought of a different one. We could vote on.
Dish it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we got the Kenny with it. What about like
You want to save it? You got a good one. You got a hot one.
I could talk about it. I mean, what? Who knows? What if we did something? Maybe this could be next time. Like, when do you turn on your air conditioner? First world problem. Or when do you turn off the heat? Or when do you turn the heat on in the winter? Dates. Think about that.
How often should you shower? Do you
How often
use
should you
soap?
shower?
What about your teeth? Can't you use your soap from the shower? How's that work?
Okay. Do you say brush your teeth or scrub your teeth?
Good question. I'm not sure.
It's one of those. I understand. Everyone's saying that the show's not working, Dave. Sarah
I know.
Siplak
I
agrees with me.
don't. Sarah Siplak. Yeah, I know. It's not working. Everyone should go to YouTube.
But they
as far as I
can't
can
know.
tell-
They don't know. You know what? I tell you what. Dave, why don't you go into the chat and tell everybody to go to YouTube or Twitch?
I'm on it. That's what I'm doing.
All right, so that's happening right now. Something has happened with the code of Facebook, and it is a code of silence that does not dare speak. Maybe this is retribution. Maybe this is retribution from the old days when the thing got shut down, when they didn't shut us down for Rocky ? And now they're like, well, these guys are breaking
possible.
laws.
People are missing on gold. This is by far the smoothest sailing show we've had, I think, in a long time. But we do got some hotness in all serious.
Just keep that going. Maybe this is because we had Fat Mandy's voice on last week when she was banned from Facebook and couldn't watch on.
Or
Facebook.
maybe it's just that Facebook stinks. How about that?
It could be. This is unfortunate. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. This is just a damn shame. Well, anyway, the show must go on. All right. So if we got people tuning in, watching, that's good. It's not working on Facebook. Is there something wrong with the link code? Is it the code, maybe, Dave? Is it a faulty code?
No, it's public. It says in the system, I mean, I'm going to bore people to death, but it is set up to go to Facebook public on the ATP page. There is zero that should be wrong, except for sometimes the internet screws the pooch.
But it's on YouTube. We've got people chiming in from YouTube.
Yeah, so that lets me think that it's probably on Facebook, and because YouTube's not having a problem. If they both were having a problem, I would say it's StreamYard's fault. But because StreamYard's working and Facebook's working, somebody check Twitch. Is Twitch working? And then if Facebook's the odd man out, then I would point my finger at Facebook.
If you'll notice those links that are there, get on it. And maybe, are you sure it wouldn't? Because it's a different link for each of them. Maybe we're missing a letter on the link that you sent, that you put up. I don't know.
Nah, it's automatic, but
well, this shit's never happened before. Hey, episode 188. They're just trying to stop us from getting to 200. They're just trying, but we're gonna go on. It's gonna happen.
Well, the only thing I think if you wanted to, we could unplug the show literally and plug it back in, starting a new feed, a new show, and it would go straight to Facebook. But that has to be it's a sort of
I mean, we're 15 minutes in.
It's cut off the arms sort of solution.
We're 15 minutes in.
Give me 1 second to
Nothing
check
can
Twitch.
stop. You just check Twitch because Sarah's on YouTube now, and I feel good about that. All right. Everybody, this is not our fault. I tell you what, though, thank you for sticking with us, and thank you for being adventurous and finding your way around. That's right. This is how we look on YouTube, huh? It's great, isn't it? Say whatever, Zuckerberg. So anyway, yeah, to get that
I'm
rolling.
gonna blow your mind with this one. That's you 15 seconds ago. How about that?
Wow, man, that's crazy. That's like when I was a kid, there was a Burger King, I think in Harmerville. And it was the craziest thing because there was a mirror on both sides. And so when you looked at it, there was like 57 little mirrors as you looked through it. This is what I feel like it's going on right now. Sarah, go on. That's all I have to say. Go on with what you're saying. I like where you're going. But anyway, gonna roll around. Before I bring out our first guest, which is, Kate Romane Stamos herself. She's going to be here. She's been going out to take out, and she's ready to tell us what it was. But before I do that, while we're waiting for everybody to kind of make the jump from Facebook over to the YouTubes, the Twitches, and all that other stuff, tell you about this show that's coming up tomorrow night, starting at 8:00. We talked about it last night. I had a little impromptu 5 minutes with Natalie Bensavenga, but it's called Tragedy of Tragedy. And we happen to have a little smoke show trailer that Dave Mansueto ripped together last night. Dave, you want to throw to the video?
All right, buddy, coming right up. Hot off the press. Boom.
BBNC Worldwide brings you the only news that matters with our team, Constance, at the home. Our legal correspondent, Michael. Action reporting on the beat with John in the field. And the last honest man in American media, Frank, in the studio. Tragedy, a Tragedy by Willie Eno, streaming live May 21st through the 23rd and on demand through the 30th. Tickets available now at barebonesproductions.com. There it was, folks. Somebody tell Tommy Amoeba that we're on YouTube and Twitch because he's confused. We've got people that are just confused. This is just confusing to people. Just confused. I'm sorry. But hey, that was the video, Smoke Show trailer. Go to barebonesproductions.com. You can find that all out if you need. It is definitely something. It's definitely something. It's a lot of fun. And it's all streaming. So anyway, that's great. The cast is David Whalen, Billy Jenkins, Gabe King, Maylou Barnum, and who am I leaving out? Oh, that's right. Dave Mansueto. Dave Mansueto, Dave Whalen, Gabe King, Billy Jenkins, Maylou Barnum. Dream team. Anyway, so get ready for that. Dave's obviously working overtime on that. And I think we should just start. We should just get to everyone's favorite segment, why they're tuning in. Let's find out what Kate ate with Chef Kate Romane. Chef Kate Romane, owner of Black Radish Kitchen, goes to different takeout places every week to find out who's got the goods, who's travels well. Is it safe? Is it delicious? Let's find out with Kate Romane. What's up, Kate?
What's up?
It's been a week, but it feels like a year since I've seen you last.
So long.
Go ahead.
That's it. I don't know. It's been a long time. I'm currently, I just want you to know that the rosé on my face matches the rosé I'm drinking, which is Remy Wines. It's delish. You should get this. You should deliver to your house.
How you can get Remy Wines delivered to your house?
Mm-hmm.
How's that possible? Could we have you with your face matching each bottle deliver the wine? I would pay extra for that.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. So Remy delivers?
Yeah, Remy, you can get it shipped to your house. I realized you have to obviously UPS shows up. You have to show your ID, make sure you're 21. Got to be there. Which I found out that I lost my license somewhere along the way when they tried to deliver to my house. But regardless, yeah, she ships anywhere in the country, and the rosé has always been delicious, but she pointed out that it's a little bit different this year, and it's bomb. It's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. Watch out.
We have a concerned question from Mrs. Mansueto.
Where's
Where is snacks?
Okay. All right.
It's okay. Oh, there. I see snacks. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's
There he
hot. It's hot. That's why he's on the ground.
Yeah. He's
It's gonna be 90 tomorrow.
he's having some feelings. Like I don't know if you guys got to see the intro, but he's been there. It is. He's been in the that's what happens when he's having feelings. He goes in the bathtub.
How's he get in there by himself?
Yeah.
That's
Like
amazing.
if there are fireworks, if he's hot, if he's having some emotions, if he's mad at me, he goes into the bathtub to be like, I'm having feelings, I need my alone space. But like the other day,
Just put water in that tub, or just
No
the
water.
cold,
He
the
just-
cold
he just-
linoleum.
yeah, he just was like, I don't want to talk to you, Kate. I want to just be in the bathtub alone.
That's a brilliant dog.
Yeah.
Brilliant pooch. Well,
Yeah.
that's amazing. It sounds like, I don't know. It's just amazing. So, all right. So snacks is good. He's having feelings today. He's on the ground. It's the heat. It could be a heat and I think everybody's having feelings right now.
Oh yeah,
So-
it's a hard time. I mean, it's rough right now. I mean, I'm excited that we get to like see each other and get vaccinated and hopefully like have this moment this summer, where we can
Totally.
kind of have some like reconnection.
Yeah.
but it's confusing. You know, like for me, all I want to do is go hang out with my friends, but all of a sudden, like everybody wants to have a party, and so we're
Okay.
jumping
Okay.
a lot.
I was with a friend. We went outside, had a drink. I hadn't seen him in years. He was in town for work. We had a drink outside of Kaya.
Awesome. How was
Okay?
it?
Amazing. Nobody was there because they were just closing when I got there, and I got like the last drink. So it was very great. But like when I was there, I was like, wow, they have the street blocked off, right? So there's tables, but it's spaced out. It's all outside. Kaya always had that cool patio seating.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is great. I would have had a problem being there 2 months ago. You know what I mean? Just because you're outside, it's spread out. It was nice. But then he wanted one more drink and everything was closed except for one bar, and went in there and it was packed.
Was it Lefties?
No. I'm not
Okay.
saying the
Don't say
bar.
what it is.
I'm not saying what it was, but it was packed and every seat was full. Every seat at the bar was full. People were standing and there was not a mask in the place. So it was just kind of like, well, the staff was masked. I'll go with that. But like I was just like, so we grabbed one to go. It was just like we went to the sidewalk. There was a little outside. So we were there, bing, bang, boom, gone. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for packed. I'm not ready for indoor packed. I'm vaccinated, but I'm not ready for indoor packed.
Yeah, I'm vaccinated too. I'm not ready for people. You know, the whole thing with Heartwood Acres, I'm so excited for the lineup, but I'm like,
Not there yet.
I'm not there yet. So
Right.
was this after the CDC kind of like said?
This was
the whole-
yesterday. This was
Okay,
like two.
yeah.
This was like 2 days ago.
So what's confusing is like, you know, I hear from the industry, it's like that now people are giving, you know, staff a hard time for wearing the masks, and we're running into.
Are you
an
kidding
issue.
me? They're giving the servers a hard time. Do they give them a hard time for wearing an apron? I mean, it's just kind of like, what do you care? Like what's the anyway?
You know, it's just
Okay.
like, you know, people. It's hard because I understand. Like if you've been locked up in your house, and if you're a person that hasn't been participating in the industry or living or working in the industry, and you want to go back to your favorite place and see your favorite servers and your favorite people, and like you want it to be the same. You want to go. It's like Cheers. You want to walk in there and be like, Norm, like it's my same place. It's just not like.
Not
And
yet.
that's not because the establishment doesn't want to make you feel welcome, but it's just like we are still trying to figure out the guidelines. I mean, technically, Pennsylvania or Allegheny County can't open back up until next weekend, right?
Yeah, but people are doing what they do. It's a weird. I listen. I go on all these Zoom. We have all these Zoom groups of like arts administrators, arts venue things, stuff like that. It was on today, and they had a doctor, one of the big up guys from UPMC, who's amazing. Like I'm going to try to get him on the show, but like he was just like answered the questions. He'd been on a couple of times, and he basically just went into the psychology of what's going on right now. He was like, you know what? Okay, so the CDC drops this, everything's open right away, and blah 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 blah. The state comes in, everything's fine. But he was like, people aren't ready to. It was a theater thing, so it was like people aren't ready to sit like tomorrow, elbow to elbow at the Benedum Center with 2,500 other people on top of each other. It's like they're not ready for that right now. So he was like, encourage the small phases that are happening. Flagstaff Hills doing a concert and dance series with the ballet, and different dance companies are out there. The Stacy Pearl dance project is tomorrow. Like there's lots of great things happening that are like out there. He was like hopefully people ease their way into this, because the trauma, it's like a PTSD kind of a situation that we don't even realize. So it made a lot more sense when he said it. But because I'm, probably, butchering what his message was, but you get the point. Like, it's just kind of like baby steps kind of easing in. So that was it. So far during the pandemic, I had this one really great cocktail at Kaya. I don't know what it was, but there was some jalapenos in it. There was tequila. They made it, and there was nobody else there. It was an empty street. There was nothing to be had there. So that was awesome. So I would recommend going to Kaya. And, well, I'm sure there'll be more people, but the tables were all spaced outdoors. Great. So anyway, that's all I'm taking from that.
It's gonna be weird for a little bit as we all reacclimate into, like, socializing is gonna be a little uncomfortable. I've done a little bit of that. I'm sure everyone was like, Jesus God, what the hell was she talking about? Just because it's just like I'm out of practice. Like, I don't know how to banter. I don't know how to fucking like do
It is
this.
awkward. I felt like I felt like I went to this was the first bar, and I was in there for maybe a total of 45 seconds. I literally felt like I did not know how to order a drink.
Yeah.
I literally
Yeah.
got a Jameson Rocks, and they were like, "How many ounces?" And I was like, "A lot."
Like all of them.
They're like, just give me all the ounces.
Many
And
that fill the glass.
my friend was like, "What are you talking about, ounces? What is that?" So wait, so you can only get 4 ounces in a drink right now? But so he gets 2 and I get 2. But what if I come up and I want 4? Like, what are we at a football game? Like, it was like a really,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's new. I don't know what that is. But like, the server gave an attitude. I was like, just here, take this money, and I just ran out of there. I was like, keep the change, and just ran outside. It was a weird setup. I don't know how much I paid for that Jameson, but it was different. Anyway.
But you know what? It's worth it. I mean, right now it's just, imagine if you haven't done any exercise, and like those first couple of workouts after you've been a year off the treadmill, like, are going to hurt. And so, like, let's give everybody in the service industry like some time and some big tips to be like, it's good. Exercising this whole new busyness is it's like getting back up to speed. So I've gone out to 2 places
This
like,
week.
Well, I had 1 takeout and 2. I didn't get any pictures of the one, but I did end up. I had drinks at King Fly, and they were delicious, like delicious.
Good
It was
drinks
very off the cuff. It was after a meeting. Didn't expect to go out. We went to King Fly, had a couple of painkillers, which is a delicious drink that they have, and just of the moment.
Sounds good to me.
Order at the bar. There's Plexi. It's very open. We actually sat inside, but they do have outside seating. They're doing some like programming upstairs. It was awesome.
They have grappa.
They
make grappa. It's pretty good. Grappa, by the way.
Their rum is dynamite.
The white rum is like boom. Like, it's so good.
It's so good. And we went early. There weren't a lot of people there yet, so it felt really good. The other place I went to, and everyone was really nice. Like, they have been able to retain all of the familiar faces at King Fly that you were used to. So that was really nice to see.
Nice.
I also went to Kelly's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is, that's one of my bars. Like, I love that place.
Used to be. Haven't. I drive by it, and I think of days of yore. Yeah.
So I think, the last event that Black Radish did, we all went to Kelly's afterwards. It was February 29th, leap year.
No.
Great wedding. We all celebrated, had a really good time, got super lit up, had an awesome time there. And that was really one of the last times I went out in Pittsburgh.
That was the last time I went out, period. I was in Las Vegas during that leap day on the February 29th. I went for my friend's wedding. They got married, and we knew the pandemic was coming. Mm-hmm. I was literally, I think it was 30 hours round trip. I got there, landed, did this, blah, 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 took a shower, went to did the wedding, came home, basically grabbed my stuff and went back to the airport. Literally that was what it was. And that's when I was sanitizing everything. I had wipes and Clorox and the plane and everything. And it was masks. It wasn't even contact. We didn't even know. You know what I mean? I thought I was on top of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because we ended up in Las Vegas the next weekend. So
yeah, right before it, right before it shut down. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was weird, but it was so nice to go back to Kelly's. They've had a rough year, someone drove their car into the front of the place where that big booth was.
I saw that.
I found out they what sucks is that Kelly has that historic storefront, with those panels that very
mm-hmm.
I can't I can't name the time period, but anyway, they have found somebody that's going to be able to replace that. So like the storefront will not change.
That's
Because
cool.
that's so nice, you know, right? Anyway, everyone was awesome there.
Did you have food
and
there or just cocktails?
I had, you know, my standard bourbon, and I had a light beer and mac and cheese.
I was gonna say, did you have the mac and cheese? Is it still
I've been
good? Is
thinking
it how I
about that
remember it?
Kelly mac and cheese, man, for like months. It is just as good. It's so good. It's even better right now.
Because they
So,
got that with the thing on the it's like crusty on top and it's
yeah,
so
it was
good.
so good. And they just, you know, everyone was really, really nice. It felt really safe. Everybody on the inside masked, everybody on the outside masked. Yeah, the staff was actually like really, really welcoming. So, yeah.
Good to
And
hear. Good to hear.
mac and
Baby
cheese.
steps. Baby steps. Mac and cheese. Can't do it. Okay, where else did you go? And there are photos.
I went to Sakura Teppanyaki in Sorojo. Got it to go because I'm like, I need
You're in the zone.
sushi.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
And I just had some sushi. I went some like real pedestrian dragon roll, which whatever, man, it filled the void. It was really good.
How is a dragon roll pedestrian? That's more of like that's a special roll, right?
I mean,
What's in a
it's
dragon
all
roll? What's
cooked.
that? Is that the fried one?
Yeah, well, it has you
Tempura?
know, like the baked crab. It's got the cooked eel on the outside. It's like real basic,
Got you.
you know. But I was like, I'm not going to be able to finish this, and
Should have come
I'll
over.
make it tomorrow. So I just, and like, you know, to go sushi can be weird, but it was totally good. And what I didn't picture was they have this it's like an egg pancake thing that's got this like spicy sausage in it and this dipping sauce. And man, that thing was fucking bomb. It's like full of lettuce. Ooh, so good. There's so many good things on that menu I'm gonna try. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Good to
that's
know.
definitely
Good
a
to
place
know.
to like check out.
Okay, all right. I like that. Hey, quick sushi question.
Yeah,
What's your take on Toro?
love it.
I love Toro.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who used to have the best? I thought Chaya.
Chaya, I mean, that was one, you know, that's something that doesn't get mentioned that like closed down during the pandemic.
Broke my heart.
Oh man, and like under the radar, I know, you know, I mean, you know, some of the big losses like Dinette, Spoon, like these places that went down, but like no one's talking about the fact that Chaya. I mean, that's
Chaya
like
is-
a Pittsburgh boom. I mean, don't get me wrong. Right now, I'm really missing Dinette.
We were just talking about it the other day. I mean, we went to Dinette at least once or twice a week for
Same.
forever. I mean, like literally Pepper would sit at the bar with us. It was like little baby Pepper would eat her pizza at the Dinette. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I miss Dinette a lot. It hasn't really hit me yet because we haven't really gotten back into the groove, but knowing that it's not coming back is a bummer. But Chaya, I mean, back in the day when Chaya was down the hill before they moved to the slightly bigger space, the guy that ran the place would yell at you if you did the wasabi wrong. If you put the wasabi in the soy sauce, because he had real wasabi. There was a place in Seattle that grew it that he was the only one that had it, and you had to put it on the fish, not in the soy sauce. Anyway, it was good wasabi.
It's
Anyway.
so good. I mean, that place was so good.
Yeah, so I don't want to go down a dark hole, but it was fantastic. So where else did you go, Kate?
That's it. That's it.
Great. That's a
all I
lot.
got.
That's a lot. Oh, I thought you had pictures from something else.
No, that's all I did. I mean,
Just that one little piece. That's the only picture you took.
Oh, there's the mac and cheese.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Then-
go. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
I had to be more than just like this. Like you just ate 4 meals, and when there was you were about to get rid of the last 2 pieces that you couldn't finish, you were like, oh shit, I better take a picture of this for the show.
Yeah. I love the fact that they gave us this, just this plastic cup full of condiments, because you know that's where we are now.
Did you use any of those on the mac and cheese?
No,
Okay,
no,
good.
but it's just like standard. It's just like, here you go.
You know, just show it, Dave. Show that mac and cheese one more time. It was good.
It's good, and also, Stunt Pig is doing a pop-up there on Monday, and it's going to be amazing. It's
Are they
going
in
to
the
be,
back? Are they going to be in the back, or where are they going to?
I'm not sure how they're going to work it, but it's basically Stud Pig partnering with Kelly's, and there's plans on some sort of like hybrid mac and cheese thing that I'm going to get there like when they open just to get it, because
Would you call me? Maybe we can carpool or something.
I'll call you, babe.
Okay, just keep me in the loop here. So
You know
Kate, go ahead.
what's been hard, I'm kind of like getting the courage. I'm starting to go out to eat. It's both like hard and encouraging to see that like a lot of places are still staying closed on Monday and Tuesday. So, I love that for the staff. I love that for the establishments. They're like just having some boundaries about like, we don't need to be open on Monday, or we don't need to be open on a Tuesday.
But
When you're starting to like look into going out to eat, know that like hours have changed, like menus have changed, procedures have changed. Be patient with all of that stuff, and know that it's not like a personal attack. It's literally still about COVID. So all just have some patience. We're all going to get back there. We all want to do it. It's going to be a good time.
And it is a miracle that in 14 months that we're coming out of this, when it looked friggin' bleak. I mean, this vaccine rollout was great, and the problem is it's slowing because people that can get it aren't getting it for whatever reason. So the vaccine's good. It's possible that the vaccine's going to be set for 2 years old and up this summer.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? And that's how the only way we're going to get to the herd immunity. Because right now it's like 50, 60%. We got to get up over 75, 80 to get this thing like back where we're like back. And it was going there. And now it's just like plateauing because people aren't getting the shot. So I think they should get the shot. Mr. T would want to get the shot. Hey, Dave.
Also, I'd like just
I'm almost there. I'm chatting with StreamYard support over here. I'm a little slow on the
That's okay. That's okay, but that's okay, buddy.
But I got it.
You got your shot. Now give me mine.
It was worth the wait.
Timing in show business is everything, so they say.
You're Gem Mint 10, Dave Mansueto. Kate, go on. Hey, also, is Dave BRACEY in the wings or?
No, he is not
in
the wings at the moment.
That's okay. Go on, Kate. What were you going to say?
Oh, the one thing is that they're also opening up, you can get walk-in vaccines. So, a lot of times what's been hard is trying to schedule it, and people who are working still like can't figure out how like manage like going to this appointment. So like the other thing is like there are walk-up appointments, or like you can walk in appointments to get your vaccines. Like do that, like find that out. And when you're not working,
there are companies that are paying to have the vaccine come to the office. They're like coming to the workplace. It is there. There are people that will drive to your house to give you the vaccine now. That's where we're at. It's okay. You held it out. You waited. You didn't want to wait in line. You didn't want to try to get on the website to do that. You can go to Rite Aid and get a shot like today. Like yeah. It's
get it. Like somebody who's working, it's weird because like we have been working
right,
like in the space this whole time. And in a normal environment, like like anybody that got a shot, it's like, of course, like go get your shot, whatever time you need to take off. And we're basically like, if you don't come in the next day, we totally get it. Like,
yeah, but you're an awesome boss, Kate. I mean, there's some people that are not that cool about these things.
We're a small staff and we understand and we love each other. But there are places that don't have that luxury. So like, I can see how people would be intimidated to be like, if I get the shot, I might feel sick the next day and like, I can't take off time work. And like, that becomes complicated.
I get it. No, I mean, it's nothing's black and white here. But I'm saying, like, at this point, I'd move heaven and earth right now to be able to, just to hug my parents. You know what I mean? This is like, it was a rough year. and
Oh,
month. You know what I mean? So
oh my God. This week I've, got to hug some friends, and man, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, it's almost like you're going through the shock of it all again. You're like, can you believe this just happened? Like, I haven't touched you. I haven't hugged you in like 15 months. Like, that just feels like I got used to it. But when I actually got to do it, I was like, holy shit, what the
it's
hell
weird.
just
It's because you
happened?
forget. I mean, you can get yourself geared up to believe anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's just those actual, the tactile, like those things, like a smell, a handshake, a hug, something is I don't know. It just sets it up. It's very emotional. People get emotional. Like literally, I see people crying on the street and they're happy, but it's just, it's just like a weird, like people don't, you know.
And what you've been able to like go without, you're like, man, I haven't done this and I haven't done this, and I haven't seen a Barebones production, which I just bought my tickets to.
Oh, you did? Oh, this
I
is
did.
great.
I'm going tomorrow night. I can't wait. Like,
Well, this
I
is it.
mean,
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna,
tip. We're dipping toes in, right? It's gonna be
yeah,
a live thing. It's gonna be a Barebones show on the screen. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's 100% streaming live for 3 days, 3 nights of live performances. We haven't done this, and you know what I mean. On this show, this was it.
I'm
So
like, I can't believe, it's like one of those things where it's like I understand that like why there hasn't been a show, but I'm also like, I took for granted that I could go, how many shows you did a year, and
yeah,
like,
3 or 4, yeah.
and I could just get a ticket and go to your show. And now
Yeah.
I'm like, wow,
You can get a drink. You can go to show. We used to, back in the before times, you could take your drinks into the theater. Like it was encouraged to double up. Just you couldn't get up and go to the bathroom during the show, but because you had to walk right through the stage to
no.
get to the
Cell phones off, bathroom no.
yeah, right. So anyway,
Anyway, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night. So tell me what's the deal? What's happening there? Like, can
okay,
we,
so
can we go
here's
there
what
or no?
can you what?
Can we talk about it, or is
Yeah,
it?
sure, we could talk about it. So here's what would happen. You buy a ticket, right, on the web page that Dave had up there. If you go to barebonesproductions.com, you click on it, it sends you there to do that. So tomorrow, you bought your ticket for tomorrow, you'll get an email with instructions, pinpoint instructions, but it's essentially you just get a link. That'll be your individual link. You get one link. So if you give it to somebody else, they get there before you, you don't get in. So
Yeah.
it's just like it's your personalized link. So you have that. That's your link. When the show starts, you'll go into a room, and for about, I don't know, a couple of minutes, 20 minutes, half hour or so, it'll just be there. It'll be nothing but a screen like, hey, you're in the right place. Just hang out. Then at 8 o'clock, there'll be a little curtain speech. Maybe we'll hold for a couple of minutes for those people that get stuck in traffic. They try to. Well, we did.
Oh no.
What's that? It was like literally, I would call people that weren't there for the reservations and be like, "Hey, are you close?" And like the one time, it was like, "Yeah, we'll be right there. Who is this?" I'm like, "This is Patrick." They're like, "Aren't you in the show?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm in the show. I'm in costume, waiting to go on stage. We're waiting for you. Get in here, Dad." No, I'm kidding. It wasn't my dad, but it's like, but yeah, like that.
I've been on my call list once. Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
That happened to me. I think I did that once.
Well,
I think
because you can't come in late, and it's a little bit of a hike for some people to go to Braddock to see the show. So that's what. So this time, it's interesting, and people are going to.
Theater in like that I've ever known that would actually be like, hey, we're gonna wait 5 minutes for you to get here. Like,
Well, we want people to come, and we want people to have a good time. And it's if it's 5 minutes, that's cool. But 10 is people get angry. Everyone will wait 5, 6, 7 minutes. But then it comes like, hey, I was here on time. Why should I have to suffer? Kind of a thing. So we got that all worked out. That's aside. So what you have to do here is tragedy. You'll get that. You'll have the thing. You'll get your email. You get your link. Have a drink. Have a meal. Set it up however you want. I'll probably come out and do a little curtain speech beforehand. And then we'll throw to the show. And you got a taste of 4 out of 5 cast members from that little video we ran at the top there. The only one missing was Dave Mansueto, who brings it all home,
so
just like he always does. Go ahead, Kate.
Can you tell me a little bit about the show? Like,
Well, I mean, it's
what's the deal?
Dave, zoom in there. So basically, it's a group of reporters, right? It's a newscast, right? It's basically said you have an anchor, you have a newscast who's in the studio, and then you've got three people in the field. You've got John in the field, Constance at the home, and Michael, the legal correspondent, talking about legalities and things. But it's on a night that may or may not be like the end of the world. We don't know. And it just kind of drops into human things. It's kind of well, here we go. Here's what I wrote. Reporting live on an unfolding crisis, Frank in the studio is aided by his field reporters, John in the field, Constance at the home, and Michael, the legal advisor. I just said all this. As the impending event approaches and chaos builds, I can't read what that says there, but they find themselves to be all too human in an era during which we have come to a place that we have come to look at the news media in a certain way. Will Eno, the playwright, hilariously transcends fact and fiction in search of universal truths of the world we all live in. So,
oh my God, could this be more perfect?
Yeah, honestly, Kate, it's weird. It is. This play's almost 20 years old.
What?
This play's almost 20 years old, and when you see it, you're going to be like, it was written 2 months ago.
It was written for the pandemic.
It was a precursor. It was like letting us know what was going to happen. One of the correspondents is on the Capitol steps. One of the correspondents is in it's just like there's all while shit's going down. So it's like, it's not ripped from the headline stuff. It's like, I think this thing was first done, and during the W. Bush administration. So yeah. So I'm just saying, not that there's politics in it. I'm just saying, like, watch it. It's fun, and just watching what happens, and you kind of get a peek behind the curtain of the news media and stuff like that. So it's like, it's a dark comedy. So you get the humor throughout, but it sneaks you with that real human punch. You know what I mean? That real, it's some pictures. You're gonna get some feels when you're watching this thing. But it is. I saw it last night in rehearsal, and I'm gonna see it again in about 11 minutes at another rehearsal. It's a lot of fun. So I think people are gonna be excited.
I can't wait. I'm also like, just every time you put something together, and it's so of the moment, but you're choosing things that were written like years and years and years ago. I'm like, does this guy just like sit at home and how do you find this stuff?
Well, normally,
and you're just so perfect timing with some things, like the wrestling thing at Ace.
Oh yeah, that was pretty on point. That was on that we opened on Inauguration Day, and that's it. I read a lot of books. There's me in my cardigan sweater in the 70s reading books in the library. Look at that librarian.
The look you have on your face is, that looks like an interesting play.
Oh, you take 15 minutes to find Mr. T. That one, you got like a hair trigger finger.
I've been doing work back here. I'm busting I'm talking, I got zeros and ones. It's like the Matrix back here. You kidding me? Oh my God, I'm eating a pizza.
Go ahead, enjoy it. Did you make that pizza yourself? Yeah. So anyway, so that's it. So like usually I read a lot of plays. I kind of put things in there, and when things kind of tie up from the headlines, it kind of rolls together.
We're live on Facebook now, by the way.
Oh, hey, we're back. Hey, I was just kidding, Mr. Zuckerberg. I didn't mean it. But yeah.
It's amazing. Like, it seems like Barebones just like, you're already in production where something's like so of the moment. And
I mean, a lot of that's luck, but it's just also kind of like foreseeing, like when the financial crisis hit, we did Glengarry Glen Ross. And that was back in 08 or whatever. And so it just happened. That was a 15, 20-year-old play. A lot of the other stuff, new stuff, kind of whatever. I mean, it's all part of it. I kind of figure out what works, and it's just kind of what moves me at the time. Usually I read a play, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. And then if I read it again, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. And I'm like, oh, Christ, I'm probably going to have to do this because I just read it a third time. This play was different.
Reading plays, and then I
read plays. I read plays and forget about them, and then I remember certain things. Or sometimes I'll think of someone that would be perfect for this thing, and then I'll revisit this thing or something along those lines. But this play in particular is Gabe King's favorite play, like of all time, and he pitched this to me a couple years ago. And I was just like, I don't know, man, putting this thing on stage. I don't know. It's quick. You know, I mean, I'm not sure. And then he brought it up again about, 7 or 8 months ago. And I was like, yeah, dude. Okay, maybe. And we were going to do this a couple months ago, but there was some legalities and stuff with the rights and things like that in line and everybody up to be in it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't down. So we kind of pushed this one in. So this is, this will finish May 30th. And I think the 31st is when they're saying that the state's going to open. So stay home, get a little live theater. It's about 65 minutes. Obviously no intermission. You're at your house. You can eat popcorn during the thing. You can open hard candy. You can open a beer. You can make any noise. You can cough.
I was gonna say, like, is there any sort of like public interaction? Are you just like, I can literally be in my underwear in my bed eating my.
There is no interaction. Although maybe we should go there now, Kate. I mean, we're back on Facebook, so let's see Kate in her underwear right here in the show. The viewership's just gonna through the roof. No, here's the deal. There is no interaction. Right on. See, he's back. Dave's back. There's no interaction like this. This isn't like a reality thing. This isn't like a immersive or anything.
Like you're just like you're watching a premiere.
Yeah, it's just you're in your house, you're in your couch. You can put the mirroring thing on, put it on your TV. But you know what I mean? You can get that rolling however you like it. But yeah, that's basically what it's going to be, and it's live. And what we did on this show, one of the things we learned is stuff's so much more engaging when it's live. Like if we have like someone playing music on there live, you're just kind of more hooked into it. Now it's not like you're in the same room, but you're more hooked into it than you are when if we play like a music video or something like that. So it's just there's something about without having a net kind of a thing. So it's cool and it's live, so you never know what's going to happen and shit's going to go wrong. So we're going to see what these actors can do.
I'm so excited. Thanks so much for doing that. I know that that's like a big leap to try and get into that after this crazy year, but I think you picked the perfect time. It's kind of like, let's go this, and then everyone can open up. So
yeah, then go see live stuff. There's going to be live theater in right down the street at Westinghouse Park. Quantum's got a show that's going to be in June, a musical. So you can go there outdoors. So
for me, I'm still.
Tommy, not far off.
Cautiously moving out there, so this is perfect. Like, thanks.
Hey, well, thank you for everything that you're doing, and I really hope that we didn't hype the show up too much tonight. It's going to be good though.
Patrick, do you want to run the trailer again for those that?
Yeah, let's run. And
then you can turn your mic on and do a director's commentary at the same time.
What's up, Rob Hurst? Do you want to do a director's commentary of the intro? Okay,
you got it. You ready?
All right. Okay. Let's do it. Here's the trailer from Tragedy of Tragedy. BBNC Worldwide brings you the only news that matters. With our team, Overlay, Constance, that's Maylu Barnum. See, she's actually at a home. Our legal correspondent, I don't know. Michael. Oh my God, Billy Jenkins just retired from the Marines. Reporting on the beat with John in the field. Look at Gabe King. And was it really raining honest there? Man in American media, Frank in the studio. David Whalen. Tragedy of Tragedy. David Whalen. Streaming live May 21st through the 23rd and on demand through the 30th. Tickets available now at barebonesproductions.com. Me talking wasn't the director's commentary that I had hoped.
I thought that's what I'm talking about.
So good.
But yeah,
you got a twofer out of that one.
Together. So you can see it tomorrow, folks. You can get your tickets now up until a couple minutes before showtime starts. And for tomorrow. And then there's also Saturday, Sunday, 8 o'clock across the board. Then after that, we're going to take one of the productions of the 3 days. We're going to record it, and then we're going to have it streaming at you on demand so you can watch it whenever you want, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the following week. So if it's 4 a.m, if it's 4 p.m, and everything in between, you can get in on that. But that's it. So that was that. Where was Taco? Well, I tell you what, Tommy, you got to watch the show. He's not a part of the Crack News team, or is he? You're going to have to find out. Where's Dave Mansueto? He's magic. Wherever he shows up, you'll find out. So check it out, Rob Hurst. Everybody else that's watching it there. Kate is great. And that's awesome. Netflix. I don't know. It's YouTube. It's great.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So awesome, everybody. Well, thank you all very much for watching. Alone Together is not going to be here tomorrow night, but grab your tickets to see this fine show, Tragedy of Tragedy by Will Eno. We are going to be back Wednesday night. Wednesday and Thursday, we are going to be back again. Kate Romane will be here Thursday, and we'll probably have Natalie and Day Wednesday, Thursday, and some other fun guests. And that'll be happening. But Friday next week, we are getting taken over by the Allies Ball. All right, so so that's it. So find out about that. We are out of here till Wednesday. Hopefully, we see you guys tomorrow at Barebones streaming stuff. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Kate Romane. Thank you, everybody at home and Facebook. I'm glad we got things together after the first 45 minutes. All right, peace, everybody. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Oh, you know what else? Sandcastle or Kennywood. I'm gonna go with Kennywood.
Really?
No,
Kennywood.
Okay, I'm gonna go Kennywood.
Always Kennywood.
Always Kennywood. Never Sandcastle.
Are you Sandcastle or Kennywood, Kate?
I'm Kennywood.
Okay, good. I thought you were gonna be like, it's Sandcastle, dude. I like the Corleen Lazy River.
Petri dish on a good day. Fuck pandemic. Like.
All right. Bye.